Button mapping is performed from the User Setup menu, Panel Prefs submenu. Each available ME bank can be mapped differently if desired. In many systems, all ME banks are mapped the same. Shift buttons can be used to enable additional rows of buttons to be accessed. Both Cayenne and Carrera panels provide for 4 shift modes. The first shift, or unshifted row, is accessed on the panel by directly pressing a source button. By utilizing a shift button, access can be gained to a second shift, third shift, or even a fourth shift row. Each shift row can be mapped differently, or sources can be duplicated on certain buttons as needed. Sources can also be removed from the panel by using the None assignment. This enables sources to be unassigned from buttons if not required for a particular production. The sources on the right-hand side of the menu typically show the engineering names for the sources. The default panel mapping has the second shift, third shift, and the delegate buttons located on the right-hand side of the button row. These special buttons can be moved, duplicated, or even removed from the panel as desired, but when present must appear in the same position in each column. Other sources can also be copied automatically to the shifted columns by using the Same As First button. The Delegate button is used to change which bus is delegated to each button row and is usually best located at the end of the row for easy access. To make a change of the button source assignments, first select the button to be changed, then choose the new source to be assigned to that button. Change immediately appears on the panel. It is common practice to assign key signals to a shifted row on the same button for the related video located on the unshifted or first shift row. This is often used for clip store and image store channels when these are used as video and key. Press Show All, viewing all available sources. All external sources appear first in the list, with all internal fixed sources appearing at the bottom of the list. Selecting a new button for mapping will cause the source list to jump to that source in the list. If this is undesirable, the auto-scroll function of the sources list can be locked so it does not change. The name that appears in the list of sources are typically the engineering names. However, these can be overridden by using the Source Patch menu located under the Suite Prefs submenu. First, let's look at where the source names appear on the panel. The panel name is displayed in the Transition module. The OLED name, or Organic LED name, is used in the yellow display area for the source buttons. The menu name appears in various menus, including the Button Mapping and Source Operations or Source Ops menu. A change in the first column will appear in all display areas, so it is not necessary to fill in each column if a new name is needed everywhere. Column priority is to the left, so a name in the OLED column will affect the menu column but leave the panel name displaying the engineering source name. Keep in mind, the panel name is limited to 4 characters and longer names will be truncated. Color schemes. There are 2 areas where the button colors can be changed: the overall panel color scheme and the individual source colors. Source colors will override the panel color scheme for the buses on the panel. In the Panel Color Scheme menu, there are 3 default schemes available: Opal, Tinted, and Rainbow. The Opal color scheme sets most button colors to white. The Tinted color scheme leaves most bus colors white, but assigns default colors to each of the 6 keyers. Rainbow sets all the button colors to the system defaults. Regardless of which preset color scheme is used, any of the colors can be changed later as needed. The Source Colors menu allow an individual source to be colored for easy panel identification. Simply select the logical ID for the source to be changed and choose a color from the system or user color selections. The change will immediately appear on the panel. To remove a modified source color, select Default Bus Color to return the source to the color scheme set by the Panel Color Scheme menu. In addition to changing the source colors, the OLED displays can also be inverted individually, causing the source to show as dark letters on a light background. This provides an additional method for changing the panel layout to aid the operator in quickly selecting sources. This completes the tutorial on button mapping.